Hi there. Today is Sunday, November 7th, 2021, making this the week 44 Return to Creativity update with your hostess, Jennifer Vanderbeek of scrapsoflife.com. Hi, how you doing? Oh, have you had a good week? Can you believe we're a week into November? And for those of you in the United States who live in areas that observe daylight savings time, did you remember to switch your clocks back an hour? Did you remember to fall back? How did you use your extra hour or your hour that you got back? It's not really extra. It's the one we were owed from spring. Can I say? I like this time of year. I know not everybody does, but I really do. I used my extra hour, my bonus hour, to read. Yep. Actual library book, folks. Get that. Yeah, What Are You Going Through by Sigrid Nunez. About halfway through, which is good because the book club for it is on Tuesday. It's interesting. It's nonfiction, I'm fairly certain. Um and it's like a series of um let's see. A woman describes a series of encounters she has with various people in the ordinary course of her life. Yeah, which that could be a gender swapped version of Seinfeld, but no. It's not. I mean, there is humor, don't get me wrong. But it's like dealing with life, dealing with stuff. Some of the stories are kind of sad. Others are, just they feel very real or something. Um I'm really liking the way she writes. She has like little mental asides that gets, slipped into her narrative, and I'm really enjoying that. So I might pick up some more of her books. But anyway, no, this is for a book club this week. I have two book clubs this week, and I listened to the other book, which yes counts as reading. Anyone who says audiobooks don't count, sure they do. You're still processing information. You're just doing it differently. And in my case, I was having a little trouble juggling everything I needed to get done and reading a book that involved the Spanish Civil War. I know, another library book. Yes, I checked this out from the library, and then I started reading it. I did start reading the paper version. Um, but again, the first chunk deals with like a lot of history of the Spanish Civil War and eyes crossed. Um, but they had it available on Libby, which is it's an offshoot of OneDrive, I think, and it allows you to borrow ebook and audiobook, if available, versions of local library books. So, yes, I was able to check that out from my local library and listen to it while I cleaned house yesterday. And worked on some other stuff that, I can multitask while doing, so aka not writing. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so I'm actually consuming a lot of literature right now. Um, the one I listened to, a Long Petal of the Sea, actually very good once you get to the character driven parts. Um, Less so for me personally, who's not a history buff, who is not somebody who who reads history books for fun. If you love history, if you love world history, then yeah, that part is going to be like really great for you. It was not so great for me, but that's okay. I got through it, and I do understand why it was included. I do understand that it kind of formed the basis of a lot of what was going on in the central couple's life, how they ended up as a couple, how they continued on as a couple, the different the all of the they started in Spain and then they ended up in South America, and it was Chile and Venezuela and back and forth and here and there, and yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a lot. Um I understand. And like I said, once I got to like the character driven parts, there were some parts that made me laugh. And yeah, I was satisfied by the ending, not really happy with the ending, but I was satisfied with I mean, yeah, I guess I'm happy but more satisfied. It was a satisfying ending. good book. Would it is it something I would normally pick up? No, but that's the good thing about, I mean, that's kind of one of the pluses about book club is that you don't always read things that, you read things that you wouldn't ordinarily pick up. And I'm tripping over my words because I'm trying to do this fast because I got to be somewhere in a little bit. I still got time, but yeah, I gotta get this done, and yeah, it's kind of one of those things. Last week for me was a lot more recovery than I expected. The previous week with the, 2 Halloween events, and I had a book club at the beginning of that week, and it just I felt like I was running around a lot. Yeah, it took a lot out of me. Took a lot out of me. And like for instance, like this past Wednesday, I did nothing. I think I slept until 4 o'clock on Wednesday. I mean, legit. I I was exhausted and my voice took so long to come back. I might actually still I don't know if I sound a little hoarse now or not. I don't know. Nay. Sorry. Oh God, I couldn't resist that. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to. So, we're gonna leave that. I did my 2 Twitch streams this week, one of which was finishing up the Magician card for the, Tarot Cozy Mystery, cover for book 2, one of which was participating in the Friday Mash Challenge. If you're interested in seeing those, you can go to twitch.tv/scrapsoflife and check out the VODs, the video on demands. They are, provided I remember to hit record each time, and I usually do. Uh, they are supposed to be available for 2 weeks, so you can go back and watch those if you want. Tuesday's stream was 2 hours, and Wednesday's stream was three. Didn't intend it being three, but that's just kind of how it happened, and we rolled with it. Writing wise, I have gotten about 2,600 words written on the short story kind of prequel for the Cozy Mystery series, which is one of those things that you don't think about needing to have done before you release the first book, because it's something that's going to go out to newsletter subscribers. And I don't have any right now, but as soon as the book comes out, there will be a link for in the ebook, and of course, on, and all that stuff, for people to sign up for the newsletter. And so I want that to be ready. I mean, all the gurus, the pundits, the people who know these things say, okay, have these things in place. And so I'm trying to have these things in place. But yeah, if I'm being honest, writing that, working on that, starting that was a bit of procrastivity on my part. I think I've used that word here on this update before, not this week, but in a previous week. Procrastivity is productive procrastination. So you're getting something done. You're getting something out of it. You're not just sitting around, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. No, no, no. You're working on something else. So you're being productive, but you're also procrastinating the other thing. The other thing in this case being revising book one so that I can publish it. I was hoping to be farther than I was. I am right now, but that's life. So this week will be a hard push towards getting book one out. Yeah, I just got to bite the bullet and do it. And I don't know, will I pull all-nighters? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have to force myself. I think, all right, real talk, not like the rest of it hasn't been, but let's get personal. You, me, and the fence post, or the ring light here. Oh, you can see that. I didn't mean for that to be visible in the shot. Uh, um, yeah, so you, me, and the ring light. I am scared to put the first book out. Not scared, not like I'm apprehensive. I'm anxious. It's a big step. And I do this with a lot of things. Once I get past that first big step, then it's no longer the unknown and I can replicate it. But it's also kind of a make or break. And I know not to expect a lot from this first book. I mean, again, going back to all of the pundits and the marketing stuff that I've been studying, everybody says that, don't really spend a lot of money or time promoting the first book. write the second book. Have something available for the reader to move on to, which is why I was working on getting the second book edited before going back to the first book. There's a couple of reasons for that. And yeah, that took longer because I screwed up some stuff on there that I had to fix. And I tried a different way of editing, trying to do all things at once rather than doing multiple passes. Yeah, that seems like in theory at first it seems like it would be a good idea, but nah, it was harder. It was harder rather than concentrating on smaller steps. So yeah, learn that lesson. I'll go back to the normal way again. Um, but yeah, I know it's because I'm anxious and unsure and feeling a lot of internal pressure about releasing that first book because it is something very new. Um, yeah, this is going to be one of those where I just have to buck up and push past it. And so yeah, that's what this next week's going to be. For me, it's going to be, I mean, I still have my Twitch streams, at least Thursday's stream. Tuesday's stream will be kind of weird because of the book to art club, which, yeah, okay, part of me says, well, skip the book clubs and work more on your own book. Um, yes, but no. We're just, I mean, suffice it to say, we're just going to say yes, but no. Those couple of hours of like people time are really important to me. And not to mention, they're very important from a writer standpoint to, you know, stay in touch with potential audiences. Ah, is that mercenary? That does sound a little bit mercenary, doesn't it? Is it wrong? No, it's not. Um, is it why I go? No, nah, that's just justification. Um, no, I really do enjoy these book clubs, and yeah, so that's the bottom line. I'm going because I want to go. And Monday, tomorrow, I have meal preps to do, so that's going to be part of it too. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. I'll have Monday night, and I'll just keep rolling, rolling. Sorry, my brain is all over the place. Yes, I've been taking my meds. I think I have a little extra energy today because of the time change. I'm actually hoping that helps me out this week, because getting out of bed has been tough this past week. Not just because I was exhausted and drained and everything, but for the best reasons. But yeah, what it is. Anyway, I gotta wrap this up because I gotta do a real quick and dirty edit on this video so I can get it uploading because I got somewhere to be. I know. But this is good, happy relationship stuff that I gotta go do, that I wanna go do today. You know, relationships, especially when you're polyamorous, when you have multiple relationships to juggle, to you know, make sure everybody's getting their time in. Um, yeah, it takes work, it takes effort. And is that pulling me away from the book? Not really. Not really. If anything, it's you know, I just have one more person in my corner pulling for me. But anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Um, I hope you have a good week to come. I hope the time change doesn't get you down. I hope the longer nights that are coming and the cooler temperatures are things that make you happy. And if not, I hope you have ways to cope with them, whether it be warm teas, snuggly blankets, roaring fireplaces. If that's your thing, then that's what you've got. Um, sun lamps, if that's what you need to chase away the SADs, the literal SADs, seasonal affective disorder. Um, and if you're like me who enjoy the nighttime and feel more productive at night, then this is our time, y'all. Let's get it. All right. So I will see you in a week. I think I'm still going to be recording on Saturdays or Sundays. I might switch to Saturdays. I don't know. I'm still figuring out my new schedule with the whole new relationship and how things fit. And yeah, I'm still working on that. But know that I will be back in a week. And I thank you so much for checking in and saying hello if you feel like it. And even if not, I still appreciate you so much. And thank you for the views and thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for being here every week with me. And if you're new, thank you for joining us. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye bye.